Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Silpot and this is a documented case study of an experience with a high school chorus, teaching them a medley of songs from Jamaica in reggae style and in road format. So this report details a 3-session pedagogical intervention introducing reggae music, specifically a choral medley of Bob Marley's songs, to a high school mixed course with no prior experience in the genre. The project aimed to explore the challenges and strategies involved in teaching culturally unfamiliar, rhythmically complex music by rote within a limited time frame. The sessions were documented through observations on notes and recordings with a culminating performance at the school's annual winter concert. Some key findings in this report, in this project, highlight initial student reservation, the critical role of simplified arrangement, and the supplemental audio aids. Also, the transformative impact of embodied learning through basic choreography or movement. This case study suggests that strategic simplification and a focus on the groove of the music and participation can successfully bridge some major cultural gaps and energize traditional choral programs within the high school settings in the U.S. and anywhere for that matter. This independent study, it was designed to investigate the practicalities and pedagogical adjustments created to integrate a non-Western popular music tradition into a standard high school choral curriculum. So the genre of choice was reggae, which is a stylistic feature of Jamaican music, and it has distinct rhythmic, linguistic, and harmonic characteristics often absent from traditional choral repertoire. The primary indicators of this project were: 1, what were the immediate vocal and cognitive challenges for singers encountering reggae music in choral music for the first time, or reggae music in general. The second was, what instructional strategies prove most effective in overcoming these barriers within a constrained rehearsal schedule. So the project was with a group that was about 44 persons present, and they were mixed SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and of course culminating in the concert. In terms of the demographics and the methodology used, it was a mixed ensemble. The repertoire was an original arrangement of yours truly. It comprised some of Bob Marley's big hits, No Woman to Cry, One Good Thing Is This Love, and One Love. Primary pedagogy used was rote. This was really necessitated by time constraints and rhythmic or linguistic complexities of the material. In terms of the timeline, this was conducted over 3-session interaction with the students based on the facilitator. They did some work on their own and with their host teacher in the process, but the interaction with myself was over a 3-rehearsal period. For the first rehearsal, it was supposed to be within a 45 to 50-minute session, but there were times constraints, so of course the time would have been less. And what I noticed that the reservation of the students was quite evident because, 1, there was a new person in the room other than their host teacher, so they didn't know what to expect. The lack of exposure to reggae music and within a choral setting. So I got an opportunity to do a warm-up session with them to kind of get them relaxed, focus on phonation, kind of use some body percussion to get them to loosen up in terms of with the sound, to kind of, get some fluidity. So the initial challenge was really apparent in the midst. The lyrics that was are presented in terms of patois and our Jamaican dialect, it was proving some challenge for them to really say some of the words in some instances. All right, so this morning is a very exciting one for me because I get to work with some young people. I've not worked with a choral space like this in years. So it's supposed to be a high school. But what is most exciting about it is that I get to share one of my own reggae arrangements with them. So excited because I don't know what to expect and the reaction, but I'm positive it will be a good one. So stay tuned. Yeah, all right, here we go.
All right.
Cool.
Yes, we're good.
All right.
I'm gonna go check in with these guys really quick.
All right.
Let's introduce yourself. All I've told them is that we know each other from.
Are we doing?
That's about it.
All right, so my name is Matthew Silpot from Jamaica. All right, so we're going to explore a little bit of Bob Marley through a medley. I see everybody's warmed up to write this out. What I'll encourage you to do is just enjoy it. Don't be afraid, just enjoy the experience. The soprano is just another ooh. Others. Ready? 1, 2, Sorry. We got it. Ready? Tell us. Let's go right into One, two, three, Let's write 3 parts together. I'm with you. I think the Thiecie is helping altos. Sopranos are good by themselves. Right? Yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Sopranos don't be shy. 2, 3 parts ready. Alright, we got it. Salts, basils. The unfortunate thing about us basses is that, popular music don't cater for the bass line sometimes. So
Well, they
we
know.
make our way.
Right? It's like Lord, it's tender.
So we're just gonna work with it. So we're gonna go. Use your water.
Say thank you, Mr. Silpot, for giving me a bass line.
I got you. I sang this. I know the struggles. So we're going nice round ooh. And we can split it. One go. Or we can stay there and split. Depending on you. Choice is yours. Let's try it. Next. Let's try alto voices, sopranos and basses together. So soprano. Basses, you're here. 2, 3, let's go. So all the basses, so you're going to just walk them down. Just walking on nice and easy. Ready? to mathematics. That's good. So let's go again. So sopranos and basses. Ready? Yeah, good. Sopranos, good there. Good now? Let's add everybody. Soprano, on the 10 minutes. So tell us, yeah, when you start. All right, everybody go. 1, 2, 3,
So in terms of action, the warm-up was really crucial in terms of physiological primer. The instruction really began with the first song, highlighting its conical and fugal elements to build texture incrementally, which was within No Man I Cry, way, and kind of get them to move with that way. In terms of the outcome, the student engagement really increased post warm-up or cool-down sessions, but the session also confirmed the ambitious scope of the original plan, which was to really go full-fledged out with the arrangement I had before with my own Jamaican choral group, which I did share with the group in terms of getting an audio of what the arrangement should be like. So only the foundational ideas for the first song were really established for this day one. So day two, which was the second session the following week, it was a little bit easier because they got used to my style a little bit. So this session was really about zoning in on assessing their retention and strategic simplification of the arrangement to make it easier for them. So I had to do a full recap because almost everything was forgotten as it was by rote. So it really consumed a lot of time in terms of what I had planned in terms of going into the other song.
from the top. So you got both of them. Music. No. So, this is going to be so actually everybody knows. Gentlemen, tell the musicians, play us some music. Got it? Play us some music. Somebody also. Play us some music. 1, 2, 3, and go. Play us some music. Okay. And then now we say, this is reggae music. This is reggae music. What say that?
This is reggae music.
This is reggae music. This is reggae music. Ready and go.
This is reggae music.
You did a whole different timing. Listen to me. This is reggae music. Here we go.
This is reggae music.
This is reggae music. This is reggae music.
This is reggae music.
Yeah. This is reggae music. You and go.
This is reggae music.
It's not this. It's this. So many people say this is reggae music. Saying this always say D-I-S. So this is reggae music. Ready? 1, 2, 3 with the rhythm. Here we go.
This is reggae music.
One more time.
This is reggae music.
So, this is reggae music.
This is reggae music.
So the action for this session now was really a pivotal decision to simplify the arrangement, and that included taking out one song out of the mix because of the rhythmic complexities there was. So it was really a direct pedagogical adjustment to match the ensemble's learning curve, and really to support independent practice. Voice part demos and recordings were created and sent for them to work with. In terms of the outcome of this session, it really highlighted the gap between ambition and student readiness. So the decision to really simplify was a critical intervention that needed to be had, given the time frame, and also prioritizing performative success and student confidence over complete fidelity to the initial assessment. So the third session I had was looking at it's almost like a building blocks, but we're really looking at integration, embodiment, and breakthrough. So they were given a week of independent practice with provided demos. The third session really pulled the thing around in terms of the arrangement. The host teacher will gave me feedback that there was increased student effort in terms of learning the material, and that was also evident in the rehearsal. Most parts were secure, though the tenor section was totally dependent on one particular singer. So every time he left the space, there was really a confidence issue in terms of, independent singing. So the action for this session now was looking at arrangement, easiness, enjoyment, looking at the most impactful way of bringing across this arrangement, and for them to enjoy the process, perhaps using simpler harmonies. So 1 or 2 tweaks were done in this session to the harmonies to make it a little bit more easier, and then the focus was really on getting the movements to accompany the arrangement.
It's this. So left, right. Don't move your body yet. Left, right. Good. So before we get to that, I want you to do okay, watch me. Everybody this right. Watch me. Left, right. 2. So you're on the boat somewhere. You put that little bit. Bam. Just to make it same thing. Right. So repeat the words with that movement. 1, 2, three, and left. One love. One heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love. Left. One right. Let's get together and feel alright. All hell broke loose a while ago. Music. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and go. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart.
Initially, it was really awkward because a lot of them were not used to moving like that on stage. Pretty much their posture and stance in previous concerts were just standing still, or not much movement required. So the embodied practice of really going through and driving on the movements that were there was solidified, and the rhythmic feel and transformed engagement of all the singers was making a concerted effort in the arrangement. So the outcome of this really, the session concluded with really high energy, which was I was really elated about that. They really were enjoying the arrangement. And the only concern I had was the gap that was going to be between that time and when they were going to have the concert, because this was early November, and the concert was in December, so it would have been a 3-week gap. So there would be some concerns there. But on the performance day, really after 1 month, the brief run through of the arrangement was done in their dress rehearsal. Focus really was placed on the performance energy and the collaboration over the technical perfection. The choir performed with much commitment and spirit, filling the auditorium with the rich sound they commanded. And I was really proud of that. I was really glad they got the opportunity to enjoy themselves. A little scary moment when the designated tenor got cold feet and somebody else had to step in and really got nervous in the process too. So but it was okay. The feedback of the audience was really encouraging to them, and they really loved it, which was quite the reception. So some key things from this experience that perhaps could be for discussion and pedagogical implications. We're looking at the simplification imperative of material. We could look at multimodal support. That is really essential. Embodiment drives engagement, so really honing on what they're learning, real push engagement within their structure, the choral space. Also managing sectional dynamics, so whatever is happening in the room, they're moving as a unit within their own sections, and doing that. Looking at peer learning, so they're really doing some of the learning on their own. How are they able to function within the confines of their own peers, outside of the space being facilitated, and really giving back to the music, offering music as an enjoyment, an aesthetic enjoyment, a process that they are enjoying as well. So those are some great takeaways to be had. So in conclusion, this project demonstrated that with pedagogical agility, high school choirs can successfully and meaningfully engage with choral music outside of the Western arts canon. The key indicator to this process, however, was a willingness to adapt the material in real time, to employ multisensory teaching tools, and leverage movement to unlock collaboration and stylistic understanding. The positive student responses and audience reception argue for the inclusion of such genres, not as novelties, but as legitimate pathways to developing versatile musicianship, cultural competency, and ensemble cohesion. Future iterations of this work would benefit from a slightly extended rehearsal timeline and the integration of contextual lessons on reggae's history and cultural significance. That would really help for them to understand where reggae is coming from, the impact of it on the global space, and also to deepen understanding of reggae within the music space and with the educational space. Yeah. So that was a great project. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be trying to do another experimentation with a different group. Hopefully we'll have some great results as well. And of course there will be different experiences. So until next time, see you, and here's a performance of the final product of Marley Medley. Well, good.
Marley, arranged by Matthew Silpot. We learned this song from Mr. Silpot when he came to work with us this fall. Mr. Silpot is here this evening to direct the song, and we'd like to welcome him to the stage.